If you guys know me, you know that I love building. Building is pretty fun. However, to build, you need resources. And every time I need to gather those resources, I need to risk my life inside of a cave. And I'm tired of that. So in today's episode, we are going to build a massive mining outpost holding tons of auto farms that make our lives so much easier. Please remember to like and subscribe and enjoy the video. And alright guys, welcome back to the series. We have some big plans today. I want to transform this hill over here. Actually, just so I can show you guys everything that we need to do this episode, let's pull out the good old-fashioned goal board. If you're an OG, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And here we are, my friends. This is the new job board. If you take a look at everything that I wrote down, I want to find an azalea tree and get some rooted dirt because it is perfect for texturing. I also want to build a fountain right in the middle of our market square because I feel like it has been missing something ever since we made it. I want to defeat a raid for totems as well because that is something that we will need to survive in this world. I want to replace torches like these with better light sources to make it look a little bit better than just sort of a minefield of torches. Of course, we're going to build the massive mining outpost, and inside of that mining outpost, I want to have a super smelter and a infinite lava farm. We have a lot to do today, guys, so let's get straight into it. And that I did. I went around looking for azalea trees to mine some rooted dirt. We found about 2 different trees, so we mined all of the rooted dirt that we could possibly mine from them. Having this will be very useful as I will be able to detail my pathways a lot better. And alright guys, I think it is safe to say that our rooted dirt goal is checked off the list. There we go, a clean sign. Next thing I want to do is go along with our fountain build. And I just realized that I've been saying fountain instead of well, which sorry. Let's change this right here. Now we have a well build. Very well. Let's get started, shall we? And alright guys, what do you think of the well? I think it came out pretty well. Yes. But yeah, I went around lighting all of the candles from the market stalls because I completely forgot to before. And now we have a nice little well covering up the middle of the market circle. And I think it looks pretty freaking good. So that is another goal completed. But alright guys, I know you guys read what that says. We are about to defeat a raid for some totems of undying. My last hardcore series ended from a stupid elytra thing, but if I had a totem of undying, I wouldn't even have lost the world. So I think I'm going to learn from that mistake this series. But first, let's get a good night of rest because there is a long raid ahead of us. Alright, if we look in our mob drops chest, there should be a bunch of ominous bottles. Yes, there is. And I mean, let's just do the hardest one. Let's do a Bad Omen 5 raid. We're only gonna need one of those things. I made sure to get 3 golden apples just in case stuff gets a little bit frisky. But let's head over to our villager castle. I'm thinking we should just cross off the entire door just so that nothing is able to get to our villagers. Our castle should be nice and secured. Let's also cross off this door up here, and now we can finally say that the castle is fully barricaded. And oh man, I almost forgot, we need to cover up our villagers that are farming their fields. Oh gosh, I'm so happy I remembered. Let's just make a roof going all the way over this. Alright, my villagers should be nice and barricaded and I really do not want them to die. And besides that, I don't think that there's anything else that we need to save. They're not going to try to take our animals or anything, so yeah, we're good. I guess the only thing that's left to do is... oh man. And alright, my friends, the raid should be starting in 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1... and the raid is commencing, guys. I'm really curious to see where they're going to spawn. Let's get on top of my tallest tree, and they want to spawn over there. Okay, this should be easy. These dudes are running from me. It's like they're scared or something. I don't know why. Come here, Captain. There's no running. Alright, that is the first wave of the raid commenced. Alright, I think it is time to sleep right now before the creepy crawlies spawn with the raiders. Ah, they spawned back here this time. Let's take them out. Don't trample my farmland. Dang it. He trampled my leaves, my farmland. Darn you. I will take out each and every single one of you guys just because you took out my farmland. Where are the other raiders at? Oh, I found him. Last guy right here. Alright, cool. I'm actually so mad that they trampled my farmland. That's gonna take a little bit to fix too. I guess I can replant it real quick. Don't mind me. I'm just replanting my field in the middle of a raid. Oh, they spawned back here again. Let's snipe him from my tree. With the high ground, these raids go pretty easily. Oh, these guys just run around the whole time. It's so annoying. Alright, that is that round of the raid done. This seems to be going pretty smooth. Nothing bad should happen. I have a passionate hatred towards these guys. Dude. Come here. There's so many arrows everywhere. Oh, my missed shots. Come here, dude. Oh man, they're probably all stuck in these caves. Bet they're in here. Yep, there they are. Oh, there's still more. Where are they at? I have literally no idea where these guys are, so I'm gonna see if I can get a bell and ring it, because when you ring bells, you can see where they are. Don't ask me why. It doesn't make any sense. There's a bunch of caves over here, so I'm assuming they're somewhere over here. I wouldn't be surprised if they're like all the way in here or something, but they're not, so. Alright, there's one back here. There's still one more, man. I really don't know where he's at. That's the worst part about over here. I knew they were gonna get stuck in some type of cave. This guy is literally nowhere to be found. I'm so mad. Alright, I've been searching for 20 minutes and I think I actually finally found him. He should be down here. Yes. Gosh, we finally found it. Now we need to get out. Alright, totem is in our hand now. We are good. We finally have a totem. Where did the raiders spawn this time? Oh my gosh, you got another totem. Let's go. One guy left. Come here, dude. Alright, another wave is coming. Let's get on top of our house. You should be able to spot where they are spawning from. Alright, they're up here. Bro, they keep running over my freaking leaves. Alright, there should be 2 more totems down here. Yeah, nice. Could have swore there was another totem around here. Well, I guess we only have 3 right now then. Let's keep fighting them. Alright, that should be 5 totems now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that is 5. Nice. Should be the last guy. Alright, another round awaits us. Wow, I found the sweet spot right here. Alright, there's one more raider around here somewhere. Alright, we've spotted what should be the last guy. Oh, let's go, baby. We are the hero of the village, y'all. Let's go. For the next 40 minutes. So I reckon we go into our house and unload all of the goodies that we just got. If I had known that they would do all of that damage to my farmland, then I would have just done it at a random village. But hey, I guess it was super cinematic, so hope y'all enjoyed. Now I think I can officially say that defeat a raid is completed. Let's go. Next thing I want to do is replace all of the torches in our area with different types of light sources. So all of these torches right here, gone. And I have an idea. Have you guys ever wondered what it is like to be a cloud? Well, you're about to find out. Let's hit the time lapse. Alright, this area has just gotten a brand new overhaul in my opinion. Now it looks a lot more lush in this area instead of a bunch of torches spammed everywhere. And if I fly around, you can see I did it back here. I also did it over here and next to the trees. And finally, I also did them behind the lighthouse. And I think it looks a lot better now. I also did a little bit around this area, but the only place I didn't do it was back behind the house. I didn't do the torches back here. 1, because I was running out of moss carpet, and 2, because kind of didn't feel like it, but it's okay. We'll get to that eventually. I want this path to extend all the way over here and build around this area as well. And before I get too distracted, I think it is time to cross off the replace torches. Now it's about time we get into the knit and grit of this video. Alright, so I have just planned out a huge terraforming project over in this area, and it should extend the path all the way from over here, going about right there and all the way up the hill. Also flattened out some parts of the hill as well. And I also did a bunch of stuff in this area right here. But I was thinking that is going to be a lot of digging for us to do. And last episode, I don't know if you remembered, but we ended up getting 2 wither skeleton skulls. So my idea is we can return back to the fortress, get 1 more skull, and then create a beacon. Oh my gosh, a beacon in this world would be so amazing. Let's just hope it doesn't take forever though. So I headed to the nether and went through all of our passages until we finally reached the nether fortress. And I killed a couple of skeletons, but at the end of it I was able to get a wither skeleton skull. But oh no, we weren't done. We needed to mine up some obsidian as well. And after that we headed straight to the end, where I downloaded this new shader, and it makes this place look so incredible. So after setting up a little chamber under the bedrock portal to kill the wither, just watch what happens. Oh man, I don't think that worked. Oh, it did. Is he stuck? Nice, let's go. He is stuck. That didn't work like it usually does. But nice, we got him anyways. Oh, he took out a big cavern under here, and that was not supposed to happen. I must have did something wrong. But look at that. I love these shaders, man, and they look so cool. I think this is going to be the new shader that I use whenever I'm in the end. Now that we're back here, I'm sure that we can just craft up the beacon right now, and there we go. Then we can come over here and set it up right here. Boom. There is the beacon, y'all. Now inside of here, let's put an iron ingot in, and we should be able to get haste 2. Alrighty, there we go, haste 2. While gathering materials for this project, I knew I needed a lot of coarse dirt. So that took us out to the nearest windswept gravelly hills, where we were able to get 2 full shulker boxes full of gravel. And after that, we headed over to the end where I needed to repair my shovel. And after repairing my shovel, I went home to where I needed to gather up just a couple more resources. And alright, so I think that we have done enough preparation, and wow, look at that, the rain just stopped. But yeah, we have done enough preparation to the point where we are finally able to do the big terraforming project. So without any further ado, my friends, let's completely transform the area behind me into something special. And alright guys, don't you just think that came out so well? You see why we gathered the rooted dirt earlier? Oh man, it just makes the pathways look so much more alive. Eventually this path is going to lead up to some sort of building or structure up here somewhere. But yeah, the beacon definitely did wonders when it came to mining up that stone. I just think now it's time to try to find out where I'm going to lay some buildings.
Later.
And alright, so I've just planned about 2 different builds in this area, and they honestly look so good. Like, I'm so proud of them. One should be going right here, and the other one should be going about right here. But don't worry, those won't be the only 2 things in this area. There will be a lot of stuff around towards the end of the episode. But we need to go and gather up a bunch of materials, so let's do it. And alright guys, look at that. This has been irking me, so let me okay, cool. But yeah, we head up our path and you can see this beautiful blacksmith building that I designed. See, it even says it right here. I was gonna ask if you guys have any name suggestions for this blacksmith building, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, I also extended the path over that way because there is going to be another building. And if we head on through here, we can see all of the little bit of interior that I did. You can see the lava, there's smoke coming out of it going up to the top, and the top is looking, so, oh, no, those aren't campfires at all. That's the lava. That's not the campfire. But yeah, look how high the smoke is going. And also have this mod called Easy Anvils, where if I leave a tool inside, it will actually appear on top of it. So it makes detailing look super cool. I got this trident in between like episode 1 and 2, and I never did anything with it. Like, see, it's still 3 durability. So I'm going to come back to this in the future. But yeah, this is also my first time using some of the leaf litter, and I also used it back here as well, just blending the path in with the grass and stuff. And I also like this little patch of wildflowers that I put here. I actually got the idea from a little stream I was hanging out in. I was watching Cryptozoology. Love that guy, and he knows me, guys. He knows me. But yeah, like I was saying, the leaf litter adds so much detail. I'm so glad I'm using it. And I also added some vines, some moss all around the area with some leaves up here as well. And if we head in through the front door, we see that there's nothing. But when we head upstairs, we can see that, even better, there is nothing. I might come back to this later in the episode. I might not. I don't know. But yeah, I know this area is looking pretty weird with this path that goes to nowhere. So let's build that beautiful thing up right now. And oh my, we cooked. This house looks so insane to me. I have no idea why it looks so cool to me, but it just does. I really like the moss patches I put in the deep slate roof. This is the first time ever putting it in like a deep slate roof. Like, it doesn't seem like it would make sense, but I think it came out so well. Then we also have this little area under the awning over here. I'm not quite sure to put out here, so let me know in the comments. And then when we go inside, you can see that yet again there is no interior. But when we come upstairs, you can see that there is a chest room where it can hold all of our like main essential stones. So we have granite, andesite, diorite, cobblestone, and stone. And the stone, we have a lot of stone. But when we go into our original blacksmith house, we can see that inside of here there are also some chests. This one right here, as you can tell, it's all of our tools and armor that we found. There's a lot more at my house, but I kind of just didn't feel like moving over here. Then there's a chest for like deep slate blocks, and then stairs and slabs, which yet again I do not feel like moving all the stuff. And also I do a lot of material gathering inside of my starter base, so when it's all in the same spot it makes it a little easier. I also added this little bench, so this area is coming together amazingly. Let's pop in the free cam here, and you can kind of see the vision I'm going for. There's gonna be something right here, something right there, and maybe something around this area. We're also gonna have to do something down in this area because it's flat and so many mobs spawn at night. So I don't know, we might add some custom fields or something, or we're gonna have to go through the super tedious and painstaking process of hiding a bunch of torches under moss carpets. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do. So I got to work and started by mining up a whole lot of spruce trees because we were running short on spruce wood. And after a little while of gathering up a whole ton of azalea leaves, we used all of them to create this custom tree, which I think came out super well. And shortly after that, we built up 2 more new custom trees that I think filled out their area respectively. And then finally, just because I was feeling myself, I extended the path over to where I want to build a new building. Yeah, I know that was a lot, but don't you think that it added so much detail to the area? I mean, let's just pop into free cam here. You can see that this tree filled out like this sort of area right here that seems super blank, like it really needed something. And I really like the tree. And then these 2 right here helped fill out the empty spaces that were there prior. But if you just back away for a second, man, it looks so good. How am I missing a block right here? I did not see that. But I do have a build plan for right here, so I'm thinking we should just get started on it. Doesn't that building just look so good? I mean, just walking up our path here with all of the different houses, like it really looks like a little city. The chimney is super nice, and when we come up this extended part of the pathway, we can look inside and there's actually a lava farm. Up here you can see the lava is dripping, the dripstone is taking it and dropping into the cauldron, and then we can take the lava out of the cauldron. So that is, that's pretty cool. And then we also added this little rock right here. I think it added a whole lot to this area because it was just flat grass before. And I'd already placed in so many wildflowers, like that is definitely the main flower up here, and I didn't want to put any more right here. But yeah, let's look at the house again. I didn't want to add a trim to the roofs. Like you can see, there's like an overhang, but then right here there isn't. This is one of my more textured builds, probably the most textured thing I've ever made, and I am absolutely in love with it. But I keep getting attacked by mobs, and that's literally the reason why I'm building this place in the first place. Literally so we don't get attacked by mobs when we're gathering resources. So let me take some moss carpet and some torches like we usually do and go around lighting up the whole vicinity of this entire area because it just needs it so much.
2,000 years later.
And alright, so this should be all of the lighting up that we need to do. I used a little mod called Mini HUD, and it allowed me to see exactly which blocks are spawnable for mobs. And I was able to cover up this entire area, which is kind of why there's some black strips. Usually when I don't use the mod, I just spam torches until there's like no darkness. But now I knew exactly where I needed to put torches, so that's all I need. But alright, let me build a little retainer wall right here. You guys will see why in a sec. Alright, so now we have a pretty good look at the wall I want to use, and I want to make a mining entrance. But before we do that, there's actually a build that I have planned on top of this land right here that we can use. And honestly, it looks super good too. So I mean, let's hit that time lapse and build it up. My gosh, isn't this thing beautiful? In the time lapse afterwards, I know you saw I added this little awning over to the side, which we can sit down. And I like how we extended the path over here as well. It was kind of weird because it was just a weird angle, so there's a lot of diagonal, but it's okay. And then we come over here and inside the front door, and you can see there's nothing in here. I literally have no idea what I'm gonna put in here. This house was literally just for aesthetic. Hold on, let me do something real quick. It's kind of a little bit weird how it's the same level as the pathway, so I'm thinking we should just take some tough bricks and lay them across the entire thing, and I've run out. Good thing I always have a stone cutter and tough on me though. Now do you see how it's a little bit more trimmed? That's pretty much all I was trying to do. Looks a lot nicer now. Also, let me go grab some bone meal real quick. And because mainly all of our flowers that we use are yellow, I'm going to make a little yellow garden over here. So we'll mix in a bunch of wildflowers and also some dandelions. Now we have a nice little yellow garden right here. That's bone meal over here though, because it's a little bit flat. Take away all the tall grass. But man, oh man, do I have something amazing planned. I want to build up a massive crane that can be holding like some coal and iron. It is genuinely going to look so good, just like everything else that we made. So let's do it. When I told you that thing looked awesome, I really meant it. I mean, like, geez, there's something about this that just, it really is it's just so cool to me. But I have to give a little bit of credit. I had part of my design from a guy named Cryptozoology, who I literally mentioned him earlier. I used this crane as some reference to build this thing, and I mean, it definitely worked out. But we're still missing this little mining entrance right here. You know, that's kind of where they got the coal from. So I think that should be what we get started on next. And okay, so I think that this area came out pretty well. After the time lapse, I ended up adding a little bit of a path over from our main coarse dirt path and a little rose field. But this area does seem really complete right now, so pretty much the only thing we have to do left is dig all the way down to Deep Slate. And alrighty, the mine is dug out all the way to Deep Slate, and if you look down there, it goes down for a really long time. We also kind of need to get our beacon. Alright, the beacon is successfully mined back up, but I just thought about it. We still have to make the super smelter, and we don't really have an interior for this house, so let me see what I can cook up and see if we can fit a super smelter inside of here. If we could do that, it would be awesome.
Later.
And okay, so I think I've pretty much done everything that I need to do, so all I need to do is just add this one more chest right there, and there's a bunch of copper in here. And now all I have to do is click this lever, and now they should be turning on, but they're not. I know, I just forgot to put the lava buckets in. Now we should be good. We're gonna flick the lever. There we go. Nice. Alright, so everything is fixed now. It took a little bit of troubleshooting, but it should be working well. There's a little bit of a problem with the fuel input because I wanted to use lava buckets because of the farm you made earlier. But it's okay now. We fix it. We fix it. But I also think that we should remove this red flower field right here. Just, I don't know. It doesn't really fit the area very well. I want to till the ground, and you're probably thinking, where's the water at? But I am going to place some potatoes, and I have some bone meal so that I can grow them up all the way, so I don't even need water. I wanted to use the potatoes because they have like that little flower texture, and I think this will fit this area a lot better. Yeah, man, I really like this. It's definitely more vibrant than everything else, but still, I think it looks really good. I also replaced this little iron block right here with a diamond one, and you know, that diamond always gives a little bit of flair. But if you look at my inventory, I have some moss and mossy cobblestone because I want to come over here and replace just a couple of these things with some mossy variants. And from the aerial view, you can see how much of a difference it makes. But although the main infrastructure of this entire area is complete, I still feel like it needs just a couple more details. So let's go detail it right now. And those details ended up being different types of wagons with coal and iron on the back of them to symbolize that they're actually mining and moving these ores around. And okay, my friends, I think that will be the end of today's episode. I always say that we got so much done, but literally all I need to do is just have you guys look at this image right here. Like, this is so beautiful. As you guys saw, I just added these two big wagons, a little one, and a couple other tiny ones around. That shows that there's actually some life in the village. I really love the tree that we made, and all 4 of these different types of houses. My 2 favorite parts of this village are definitely this building right here. I just love how textured it is, and also this crane. I mean, like, just look at the crane. So beautiful. I wanted to add trees around, but I feel like if you added any trees anywhere, like up here, it would kind of ruin the view. So yeah, I settled for not doing it. But finally, I think it's time to cross off the final goal off the board, the mining outpost. Because like I said, just look at this beautiful thing. I put in so much effort into this video, so if you guys did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe, as it literally just helps me out so much more than you can ever imagine. We're going to be working on some crazy stuff in the future, and I'm so excited for it. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say, guys. I love you, and Jesus loves you so much more. I hope you all have a great day, and remember to subscribe. Bye bye.